Today, we're going to be checking out the Seymour Duncan Blackout Metal pickup, and we're going to be comparing it to the EMG 81. So a little while back, I picked up an LTD Aero 1000, and it came with EMG 8185s in it. And I picked up that guitar because I wanted something for a death metal project I'm working on, but also just to have something, with actives on the channel again, to have something with a Floyd, since I haven't had a Floyd in a very long time. I thought that would be really cool. But I wasn't really vibing with the EMG 8185s. I'm not saying they're bad. For some people, they absolutely love them. And I got great tones out of it. I hit my 6505 direct into the lead channel, got really good chugging tones. They're very tight on the low end, very cutting. But for me and a lot of other people, I feel like they're a little thin and compressed. And so I just don't vibe with it. Like, I can get good results, but it just doesn't feel right to me. I'm more of a passive guy typically, and I like stuff like the Black Winter and the War Pig, and those are my kind of pickups, like really hot, very mid-focus, kind of a rolled off top end, not so much that it's like dull at all, but just enough that it's not like ice picky on the pick attack, and a full enough low end that it's there and it chugs, but it's not so flubby and muddy that it just causes everything to mud out. That's really where I'm at home with a pickup. And so I was immediately really attracted to the Seymour Duncan Blackout Metal. And I had also originally wanted this pickup in the Sammy Duet LTD, but those are kind of hard to get right now. And I was trying to get one for a while, but then just decided to go for the Aero 1000 because I was told when I was on a waiting list for one, who knows, hopefully sometime in the summer or maybe next year. So I decided not to, but his guitar came with that Blackout Metal pickup. And I think, for reasons that he also likes that too. He doesn't like it to be quite so thin. He wants it to be very mid-heavy and just super high output chuggy. So I decided to pick a set of these up. It is just all of the mid-range, that nice roll-off top end I was talking about, and a nice full low end. They don't have that thin kind of feeling that I always get from an EMG 81. So very, very happy there. What I was also very surprised of is just how insanely hot this pickup is. This might be the hottest pickup I have ever owned, or it's right up there with like the McThompson pickup from Seymour Duncan, which is also a Blackout. It's just so crazy hot. And when I was doing back-to-backs with this and the EMG 81, I decided to do some, cleans, some distorted, so you can kind of hear those. But I also wanted to do just some direct signals straight into my interface, so you could just visibly see the difference. And look at this. It is absolutely insane how much hotter this thing is. And it's probably because it's pushing all that mid-range and also has that low end, so it's just moving more frequencies. But also it's just like, geez. That is such a huge difference. And you can really hear that come through when it hits an amplifier. So we're going to hear this inside and outside of a mix. This is going to be going into the red channel of my EVH 5153 Stealth 50 watt, and then same outside of a mix. And then we're also going to hear it on the clean channel, just for, comparing the EMG 81 to this. Like I said, we'll hear a little bit of back and forth. And that's going to be going all into my Captor X, which is going to have an IR blend of my VM1265 and DV77 speakers. Let's check it out. So absolutely brutal. It's like I'm hitting my amp with a boost or some sort of tube screamer because all that mid-range. So it really just makes everything just chug and really open up. I really love the pickup, but as you can hear, compared to the EMG, it's a lot fuller. It's pushing a lot harder, especially on that clean channel. I was just pushing that clean channel into full distortion. Pretty nutty, but I really like the pickup. And as a guy that doesn't go for actives as much, this is fantastic. This is right up my alley. It doesn't have kind of that thin, overly compressed thing. I mean, it's an active, so it's compressed, but it just doesn't feel, you know, like it's fighting me when I'm playing, and I really like that. So these are going to live in this thing for the foreseeable future. I'm going to be using this in this guitar on the channel, as well as for this death metal project that I'm working on, like an old school 90s thing. Should be pretty cool. I'd like to know your thoughts, if you were surprised at the differences in output, or about the comparison, anything. Just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll have a link to either of these pickups if you want to check them out. Thanks for watching. Stay metal.